and welcome. We're back in the saddle, back in one of London's black cabs. Today we're joined by actor, singer, musical theatre gem, that is Richard Fleeshman.
Hello.
Ricardo Fleeshman, come in, come hither. That's what I say to people.
Let's get in.
How are you?
I'm well. It's good to see you.
Thank you very much. Good to see you. Straight from rehearsals, we should just say.
Yes. Just put me up. That explains the
Well, you
the
look.
coat and the hat and the.
It is
tires.
freezing.
Yeah.
It is freezing.
It's very cold.
So Rick is an old pal of mine, and some of you might have known him from Corrie in the early days.
Yeah.
And then you moved into singing.
Yeah, just done bits and bobs really. It's weird, we've not even had a catch up off camera.
This is actually our catch up. You're actually seeing us.
I literally saw him like 3 seconds before we turned the camera on, so this is all for real. But yeah, so then I was in Corrie till I was like 17, left, and then was lucky enough to get signed and did that for a few years and went off on tour.
You toured with Elton John, right?
I did tour with Elton, yeah, for about a year, which was wicked. And a bit bizarre, as you would imagine.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And and then kind of did some TV stuff, and then found my way into doing theatre, and I've kind of been here ever since. Really.
What are you most passionate about? The acting side or the singing side?
I get asked that a lot, and it's so hard to say.
Shit.
Yeah.
What every interviewer
Rubbish
wants to hear.
Really cheap journalism.
But I pulled it back with the self-deprecation.
No, what I mean is, I do get, obviously I get asked that a lot, but to be honest, while I'm lucky enough to not have to get to choose and just stick to one thing, I'm getting opportunities, so I'm just happy to be doing it. But that's why musical theatre's been great, because I've got the chance to combine it for a bit. But
I must say, it was a bit odd taking the tube every day in London the last couple of years and seeing your face. Rick was the Patrick Swayze of the musical Ghost.
I was, yeah.
I didn't see it.
That's alright.
But I believe it was, it went to America, didn't it?
It's great, yeah. We did it for a year here, and then we took it to Broadway for a year as well.
That must have been some experience.
It was very intense. Like, New York is a very intense place about theatre and the whole kind of setup. But fortunately we had a year of hindsight and experience to take into it, but yeah, it was intense. But New York's amazing. I got to live there for a year. It was brilliant.
Yeah, I'm not getting the violins out.
I'm not. It was amazing.
But day in, day out, I guess it's like footballers. People say very well paid and they've got the life, but it's a real commitment to your craft. You're doing how many? 8 shows a week?
We're going to be doing 8 shows a week, yeah, when we open. There's nothing that can prepare.
That's more days than there are in the week for those of you that struggling to grasp that concept.
It's more than 1 show a day on some of the days.
Yeah.
We don't invent we don't work on a different time frame in music.
But you've got an understudy. You have an understudy.
Yeah. But
I was thinking before. A bit tired today. Just call in.
No, because you lose money. You'd lose, aside from your pride and like wanting to be professional and the fact that you've been employed to do a job. If you go off, you lose you're docked that performance. So there's many reasons not to go off that are not financial, but obviously that's an incentive as well. Yeah, it's a factor. So the only time really that performers tend to ever go off is when they literally know they will not get through. Yeah, they will not get through the show, and that's obviously in straight theatre. There's maybe more you can do to get through a show just by the skin of your teeth if your voice is going. But in musical theatre, sometimes they have to say, look, you're not going to get through this because you've got to hit some serious notes and they're not going to come out today. So yeah, it's a commitment for loads of reasons. For time, because you're doing it 8 times a week and that's exhausting and like physically draining and everything else. But it's also when you're not on stage, you can't be going out partying, or you just won't be able to. So it's a real commitment. So I had no idea how amazing the guys are who do it and have done it for years before I started doing it, and it's incredibly selfless.
Someone's phone rings during a performance, what do you do?
Well, unlike what you do,
the Samsung
as a stand-up, you can go straight to you just have to ignore it. You have to ignore it.
But Dame Helen Mirren, she couldn't ignore it, could she?
She's Dame Helen Mirren. She could do anything she wants.
She should have just said, oi.
She can do what she wants.
She walked off.
Did she?
That must be it. She walked off.
Good for her.
Good for her.
Yeah, she's a dame.
She's a dame.
That's essentially like a superpower.
Sir Richard Fleeshman, how does that sound?
It sounds ludicrous.
Yeah, it does. So tell us about Urinetown.
Just Urinetown, as in
you're in town.
Not as
you're
in
town.
Not as in you are in town. As in
Urinetown.
As in you've had too much to drink. and you go into the town and you need to relieve yourself. That town would then be known as Urinetown. It's a dark satirical comedy which was written by two really, really great writers about 12 years ago, and it went to Broadway. It's set in the future in a world where, like a post-apocalyptic world where there's no water left, literally no water left.
I can see where this is going.
And people are, no, that's a different film.
Yeah,
and there's people are like really struggling. So the government have restricted the use of any toilets, and so that means you have to pay to use a public facility. But in order not to waste the water, you're not allowed to just urinate anywhere. That becomes a federal crime, because you'd be completely wasting water. They need it back, and people are carted off to Urinetown, and no one knows what Urinetown is.
How does anyone come up with? How does it?
But you know what?
Genius.
The guy, Mark, who wrote it, he said in all films and all TV stuff, love, sex, revenge, murder, all these things are always covered, but one of the basic essentials of humanity is needing to go to the toilet, and if that was taken away from you, so no one's ever written that.
Let's tell viewers where and when and for how long.
It's at the St James Theatre, which is down by Buckingham Palace, so hopefully the Queen will come.
Yeah. Well, if you're watching, she does watch Black
She
Cat
watches.
Backchat.
All right,
Yeah, she's a
Lizzie,
big fan.
if you are watching, I know the title's not
Liz.
to one's Liz. The title's not to one's liking, but we'd love you to come down. That'd be great.
Great.
And it's at from February the 22nd.
And tickets retail at
I don't know.
free if you know Rick.
I wish.
Yeah.
My mum's paying.
No.
My mum's paying on the first row, yeah. Everyone thinks you can just tap up and get to. Don't worry like that.
It's all an illusion.
It's all an illusion.
Well, we should just say Rick's from a theatrical family.
Yeah. My mum and dad are both actors. Now my sisters are both actors. So yeah, it's a lot of ridiculousness for one household.
Yeah. Is fame important to you? Is that, or do you just see that as like an ancillary?
I think that's the only healthy way to approach it. If fame is your goal, don't be an actor, for God's sake. Because
go on Big Brother.
Or as Ricky Gervais so brilliantly put it, go and kill someone.
So is your mum in anything at the moment? Rick's mum was in Brookside for years.
She was. She played Jackie Hawkle.
Did she? I don't want to be misquoted here, but wasn't your mum the first lesbian on-screen kiss? Am I right?
That was Anna Friel. That was Anna Friel.
That wasn't your mum.
Not remotely my mum, but.
Yeah, Anna Friel. Yeah,
very good. Anna Friel.
Yeah, we support.
We
support charity and that.
Support all of that.
And that. Why did I think that?
I don't know, but it was the same soap, so that is at least,
in the same soap.
That is at least a good sort of start.
So what's your mum in at the moment?
She's about to start a new tour called 20th Century Boy, 20th Century Boy, which is about Mark Bolan from T-Rex's life story. So she's doing that.
And your dad's in Warhorse.
My dad's touring in Warhorse.
Fabby.
Yeah.
Is it still in Manchester?
It's not. It's gone up to Edinburgh now.
Edinburgh.
So I'm not seeing it a bit.
You Scots enjoy it. It's great.
Yeah.
It is really good. Your dad's isn't he a bit of a baddie? He's a bit of a.
He's a little bit. Have you seen it?
I've seen it.
Oh
yeah.
right. I was like, wow, you really.
Yeah, he's a bit of a Shylock.
He had the first gay kiss in a production of Warhorse. No, it wasn't him. Yeah, he plays a little bit of a baddie in it. Yeah.
Yeah, rogue, bit of a rogue, but good stuff. That. Okay, quick fire. I'm just gonna. I'm not trying to catch you out.
Alright.
Like boy or girl. I'm not trying to. Favorite colour.
Blue.
Favorite film.
Good Will Hunting.
Starbucks or Costa.
Starbucks.
Manual or automatic.
Automatic.
Meat or fish.
Meat.
Chocolate or vanilla.
Chocolate.
Blonde or brunette.
Brunette.
Bicycle or moped.
Bicycle.
Lord of the Rings or Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Rings.
Great Gatsby or Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment. I've no idea what I'm coming up with.
Great Gatsby.
Leo or George Clooney.
Leo. But they're both men.
Selfridges or Harrods.
Selfridges.
Porsche or Ferrari.
If you could.
Honey or jam.
Honey.
Marmite or marmalade.
Marmite.
Ladies or men.
Ladies.
Good.
Like the way you built up.
Boxing or UFC.
UFC.
Black cab back chat or black cab not chat.
Black chat. Back chat for shower.
I think that brings us very nicely to the end of our little séjour.
Thank you, Tim.
All the very best. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Tim. We'll see you next time. It's a wrap. We did it.
We did it, mate.